Welcome to the show. This is going to be a multi-part series called Interview the Broker, where my agents get to ask me anything and everything they like, and we just have a conversation about the market and other things like that. So having said that, Tammy, go ahead, fire away for the first question.
Okay, so as we spoke earlier with Destiny about this being an election year and just our economy, I just wanted to touch on what is going on locally and what we see happening here in New Braunfels as far as what that house in fluctuation looks like versus nationally.
I think right now we're doing actually a lot better than we have over the last, let's say, 12 months or so. Obviously, with the rates going up, that's kind of put a hold on things, and people are a lot more cautious with what they're buying, and they just don't have the buying power that they had. Now, recently, the people in the title industry that I work with have indicated that they're seeing a lot more contracts that really did kind of start picking up right after Christmas and into New Year's. And so I feel like from that perspective, there's more contracts happening, there's more people doing more things. And we should see through this spring the economy or the real estate market start to pick up and kind of take off in a way we probably haven't seen in a year or two.
Gotcha. So I have a lot of young folks that grew up with my kids, and my kids are all graduated college, starting families. And so what would you say to a first-time buyer, and why is this a good time to buy?
Oh, I would definitely tell every first-time buyer that I come across, do not be afraid. There are a lot of incentives and programs that lenders have that you can use to offset some of the closing costs, down payment assistance. You can do an FHA loan with 3.5% down. So there's just a lot of programs that you can take advantage of, and it may not be right for you, it may not be the right time, but you should look into it, because the sooner in your life that you purchase real estate, the better off financially you're going to be in the long run. I would also say that people are probably afraid of the rates right now. But if you look back over the history of time, they've been double digits before.
Sure.
And so it's not the worst it's ever been. Is it higher than it was a couple years ago? Yes, we were spoiled a few years ago, but I wouldn't be afraid of it. And if you're renting right now, you're probably paying more than your mortgage would be. And, rent is essentially 100% interest. You're throwing it away every single month.
Right.
So while, that initial down payment might be a little painful, there's mortgage companies that can help you with all of those costs and fees. There's programs out there for you, and you should get with a lender and find out what they can do and find out what you can afford.
Right.
And if you can, and it makes sense and you can afford it, owning real estate is probably one of the best investments you'll ever do. Yeah. So I would not be afraid just because the rate's a little high.
Right. And we're coming upon tax season. A lot of people are going to be getting tax refunds. Instead of going out and spending your money on fun things.
Yes.
You could always take that money and use it towards that 3.5%.
And you can buy the fun things later.
Yeah, you get you into that house that you wanted.
Exactly.
And I would say too, this is one of the things I tell all the kids is that if you're going to be a first-time buyer, that new car that you want or something hefty like that, you want to wait to buy those big things until you have bought that first home.
Yeah.
So if you're thinking you want to buy a house, buy the house first and then go buy those fun things.
Yep, absolutely. Good point.
Yeah.